I would love to come and stab with you guys. Unfortunately, I'm in a really high level of pain tonight. So I really fear that if I did come and stab with you guys, I would be snarky and possibly cross the line. So I think it's best if I just kind of do my own thing tonight with a little build, and that way I can shuffle around in my chair. But thank you. I really do appreciate it. Huge hugs to all of you. I'll be back next week, I promise. Alright, let's get this going. Okay, is it gonna pick up that I've got The Sims on? Do 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 do. It will if I press the right buttons. I forgot to press the live button. There we go. Alright. Hi everybody and welcome. We're gonna play a game that I'm not sure many of you know that I really love, but we're gonna play The Sims 4 today. As you all know, I really do like building. I like building in many types of games, and The Sims is absolutely no different. I've been playing The Sims, I will now age myself, since the actual Sims came out. This game got me through many a year. And as you can see, I really like building. So welcome to Newcrest. This will not be a Let's Play series at all. This is just going to be a build series, and today I had an idea for a micro eco homestead build. So we're going to clear Maple Lane Farm off, and we're going to see what we can do magic wise. I will not be using any custom content. I do have multiple gigs of custom content, but I have taken it off for right now. Everything I'll be using is either from base game or from packs. That way, if you see something that I like that, or see something that you like that I'm doing, it's easy enough for you to copy without needing to get custom content or anything like that. So there will be a few tricks along the way to show you how to get quote-unquote custom content looking items without actually having to download anything, which I know can be intimidating. So we're going to go over here. We are going to go into build mode. This is a microhome I was already working on, but I wasn't very happy with it. So as you can see, Maple Lane, I've placed 32 of 32 tiles. It is a tiny home residential, and it's marked as a micro home. So it does fit all the bells and whistles. The thing, oh, my game is pretty jerky. Let's see, there we go. So you can see, I mean, shower, toilet, sink, little eating area. You've got the kitchen area. And I do like this microhome. It's nice. It did not, I just didn't feel it very much. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this tool and we're just going to completely bulldoze this lot, and we're going to go for it. We need to do that as well because I forgot paints. I'd like to do eco, which means I'm going to try and build this completely off the grid. Have it on solar panels with no generators. That's what we're going to try and really rely on, is solar panels, no generators, so nothing that creates an industrial footprint. We're going to try and make as green a house as possible, as small a house as possible, and then we're going to turn it into a farm. So in reality, it would be a self-sustaining place. So we have 32 little blocks to play with. What I like doing is shipping container home, but seeing as a shipping container would have the aluminum siding, which if we go to really quickly, you can see here, it's got an eco footprint industrial of 1. So again, we're trying to kind of avoid an eco. My real issue with a lot of the base games, at least for the wood exterior, like woods, is like you have this starboard, and while it does kind of fit the thing, you can't change any of the colors, so it doesn't really fit the look that I like having, but we might give this one a try, and if need be, we can cover the house in ivy and wisteria. So let's go back and at least get our 32 by 32. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll go straight along to there. And how about we just give it a cute little foyer. There we go. There's our 32. This is what we have to work with, so let's have some fun. We're going to put in this back corner, and then that way, even though your sim will have a far way to walk, I figure if you are playing this and it is a farm lot, your sim is probably going to be working from home anyways, so it's not going to be too much of an issue. Now let's get rid of those two interiors. There we go. We also don't want... Alright, I don't want to make the walls that high, so we're gonna go with normal walls. And anybody watching plays The Sims, I used to be able to move my camera much more than have they changed the camera? Is there a reason why I can't actually bring my camera down to look straight onto the building like I used to be able to do? Oh, there we go. Never mind. There's been a bit of a change. Never mind. And the change is I forgot how to play. Alright, so we're going to go with this kind of feel. I think it kind of fits, kind of cute little cabin. That's all we're doing. We're just doing a cute little cabin in the woods. And then we're going to build a nice little farm around it. So let's look at door options. The new farm doors are really sweet and cute, and I do like them. So how about one of these turquoisey doors? And I'm actually going to put this in over on the side here. Yeah, I'm going to put that door there. You might be wondering why I built a foyer and I'm not going to use it as a foyer area. I thought that we'll just go up top here. So if we punch some windows here, I thought we could make a nice little sitting to eat area there, which would help reduce some of the space we need in the kitchen, and we might actually be able to get a 2-person house out of this. So that would be an ultimate goal. Hi J-Dubs, how are you? I hope you're feeling better. So the ultimate goal is to try and at least get 2 adults in here. So if this is downloaded off the gallery, eventually you can expand the house. There will be plenty of space. Not everything will be... We're not going for a complete parsnip special, which I will show you an example of. I do like filling a space. So this is a build I did, I think probably about 2 years ago. And it is based off of an actual small tiny keep home. So as you can see, let's see if we can't get some more light here. There we go. Alright, I had this work before. Please work again. It's not going to work again. Alright, well, anyway, so this one is built off of a actual photo I found on the on Google. Google is your friend if you're doing these things. I want to change my camera angle, but it is not letting me while I'm up this high. So as you can see, this is what I mean by filling. So I will take the free build by kind of options. I will fill spaces to match with things. So this is a thing. There's a ruin next to it with a bonfire. You have some all around the keep area. You have a moat, and it does go all the way around because the one I found on Google was an island, which I thought was really, really cool. But when I did this about 2 years ago, you will also note that this is actually a swimming pool. Your Sims could actually swim in the moat. I mean, when I did this about 2 years ago, I was just getting used to learning how to kind of fill things out, and I now am very notorious for filling the plot of land so much that you can't add anything in, and sometimes it actually impedes vision. So I'm trying to rein it back from a build like this where I was trying to be a bit more realistic. So as you can see, all on the insides, you've got some bedrooms, bathrooms. This is a little kind of streaming area up at the top. Again, here we go. We're going to go from the top. Again, you've got a teen's bedroom, a little kind of sitting crafting area. Everything continues down to the main floor where you have a dining room area. Again, another bathroom. And then there is no basement. I didn't do a basement in this one. So this is what I mean, an example of me overfilling a lot. So I have to, if you guys see me start to overfill, please rein me back. Let's go back here and continue going. So with the new farming pack, which I honestly have not played that much with, so I'm actually really looking forward to sinking my teeth into this one a bit more. And why can't I? Okay, folks, why did it work once and it's not working now? There we go. All right, here we go. So let's choose out some windows. I want to keep it, I'm not saying rustic or run down, but I do want it to look like the house is maybe put together by things that have been, reused. And, like these wallboards, you could easily say this was an old barn that had been torn down. Now these would have been reclaimed by the owners of the house. And there we go. Sometimes what it really helps in The Sims is to go along and kind of create a story that is going to go along with your build, and it just helps you create a feel for your build. See, this is, I haven't seen this one before. It's too big for here. What about something with shutters? Nope. And one thing we need to do, always remember before any build, oh goodness, I need to get this out of here. Okay, always remember when you're starting a build. Why is this not working? There we go. bb.moveObjects on. There we go. If you're building in build mode, this is the only cheat you'll need. You won't need the ka-ching. You won't need the mother load cheats. If you are building and you are building with your sim present on the lot instead of in this build mode, you'll need the cheats for money. That's obvious. But at least when you're building in build mode, so you build the house and everything's paid for, and obviously your sim will have to buy the thing, but at that point you can cheat the money into your actual sim's account instead of starting your sim off with millions of dollars. Let's continue on the quest for the perfect window, because that's, see, something like this, but I think this is going to be too big. Oh no, this one will fit fine. And also, if you haven't played The Sims in a while, remember now you can move windows using Alt, so you can bring it down. I think it'll sit nicely right about there. Alright, now we have a window and we have a door. There we go. Let's see what else we can do. Okay, let's get some flooring in here. Again, we want just basic flooring. I don't want any bells and whistles. I do like this farmhouse flooring though. It is really nice. Again, doesn't have to match with the exterior, which is kind of a lighter. I really don't like the color of the exterior, but there's nothing I can do about it. This is probably one of my bigger complaints with the thing is, Sims build team, please can I have some exteriors that, actually kind of suit. So we're gonna go with that, because remember, it's not gonna be fancy, it's not gonna be anything too amazing. This is all gonna be off the grid, so you will not have bills to pay. and other people can, if you build something like this and you put it up on the gallery, at that point, whoever downloads it, if they want to upgrade appliances or if they want to upgrade wallpapers, they can go ahead and do so. Just remember that you are building towards your own vision, and this build is for you. It's not for anybody else, it is for you, and the purpose of it is to make you happy. And if it does make somebody else happy, great. If it makes somebody happy but they make some changes, well, that's totally up to them. So just remember, when you are building these things, if you're going to share to the gallery, don't stress yourself out on creating something that you think other people will want to download. If people want to download it, they will. Remember to build something that makes you happy and makes you proud to want to share it. I really do like these kind of open things. Let's see if we can get a color that sort of matches in here. There we go, and there we go. And I do like these smaller houses, though. They're very quick to just kind of bang, bang, bang. It's in the next parts that start to get a little hard, because this is where what I guess some people consider the more cheaty parts will be coming in, and I don't really consider what I do. There is a way to be able to create more space without making more wall room, and as long as I figure, as long as you don't add the third wall and you just keep it to three walls and a little bit, you know, you're still creating a space that is realistic and usable, but you wouldn't be able to have your sim live in it. Let's find some curtains, because I'm getting distracted. Let's have a little bit of color. I think we're going to keep with this kind of turquoisey, cyany feel. I don't like that at all. That's ugly. Oh. At some point I will break out my custom content, and we can do a custom content build. And at that point, please bring your popcorn, settle in for a long one, because when I have my custom content, builds can take close to 12 to 13 hours, just very simply because there are so many options that I have. I am really not liking any of these. Okay, well, let's see. Okay, there we go. We'll go with that option. And now we need a really simple little off grid. No, I need off-grid lights, please. I know it's off-grid. There we go. Off-grid lighting. So let's see. We have candles. I knew that one was coming. I do like these new little illuminated succulent terrariums. They're very cute. Let's see. What else do we have? Do we have anything that can hang? I thought one of these could hang. That one can't hang. Maybe it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. So let's plunk this down for a second. And I think we need to go to here. No. I know that there is one version that hangs, and I believe it's this one because it's got the hook on it. But there is a specific hanger that you have to use. Meh. You know what? This is nah. Alright. I'm already bored with it. I do get bored with things very easily. Now, with it totally lit bug light is cute, but it's not the feel I want to go for. So let's go with this. Alright. Remember your alts, everybody. There we go. And just throw that up there, and that will probably change. I will be very honest with everybody, that will probably change right there. So let's fit in a kitchen. Okay, I want to stick with sort of the same feel. Okay, that's gonna. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Now we need to grab. I think this one is off. Functional off the grid. So we want this one. Let's stick with a kind of. I don't like that green. Okay, this one will work. Why is this not fitting in there? Alright. We'll put the fridge there. And that's why. Alright. Now, I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens. Please stop. Okay, so now we need to grab. I wish this was functional off the grid. It's not. Is this functional off the grid? Yes. Food Forge Iron. I think that one. Maybe we'll go for one of those. No, I like this one better. And we'll go with the turquoisey color. There we go. And then we just need one last one of these. But we actually need it to be closed, so we're going to go over here and we'll just throw this one on. Sure. The reason we need that is the all-important, we need a sink, because the sink is going to be our bathroom sink, it's going to be our washing sink, it's going to be everything. And, oh, we're going to replace it with this one. This one. Here we go. There. And now we're going to grab a window. And ding. There we go. Simple. Kitchen is done. And alright, so we have an eating area, we have a complete kitchen. I think I can probably wall off an area right around here and get a nice little bathroom in there. Or actually we can just wall off an area up here. No, we're going to wall off an area over here somewhere. And we're going to get a little bathroom in there. And okay, shower, toilet, shower, door. Whoops. No, can't do it that way. I am blind today. There's your sink. Alright, let's see. I think we're going to redesign a little bit. Okay. Take the stove. We're going to put the stove there. We're going to put this. No. That's not going to work. Alright. I have to move the bathroom. It's not going to work there. Okay. Now that I've rubbed my face a little bit. Alright, let's lower the walls and do this. Alright, so if we want to fit a little 4x4 bathroom right in there, we have to do some finagling with our kitchen. There we go. Let's get the walls in at least. Move this stuff all outside, and let's finagle our kitchen. Alright, let's put the sink here. I do still want to have the stove here. You know what we're going to do? We're going to sell this, and we're going to sell this. Oh. Here's our running issue though. We're gonna need to actually have counter space for the sim to prepare the food on. So the bathroom can't go there. Alright, fine, 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 fine. And sometimes the sim gods speak and it's just one of those, you can't do it. Or at least it's going to take you too long to figure out how. So I'm not doing it that way. Bathroom is going to go right there. So we have a little front hall. We have an eating area. We can extend. Alright, let's do it this way. So let's put the fridge here. Again, really simple. Let's just... Alright, so while I am doing some more just moving stuff around, hi everybody, thank you for joining in tonight. I realize that this is not one of my normal games and that I'm not playing Suspects or Minecraft or Phasmo, and that I'm coming at you with a completely different game, which is Sims. And I'm hoping it's still going to be as entertaining as the normal things you like out of me. But I really love playing The Sims, and I wanted to kind of share that passion with everybody here. I know this doesn't match, and it's not supposed to match. So now we have a sink, a fridge, a stove, and we have a workspace, so that works nicely. Let's lift up these things just a little bit and move these windows to over here. I just wanted to have a different feel tonight. If anybody was here last night, you'll know that I'm not feeling 100%. I wish I was feeling 100%, but my back is acting up quite badly, so sitting for long periods of time is starting to get a little painful for these past couple of days. But I figured pushing through and bringing something fun would be a nice change, and I really do love playing The Sims. I just find it very relaxing in a lot of ways to create houses. A lot of the houses that I build are either houses I have actually lived in, or that bring me great inspiration, or even just houses that I would honestly one day love to live in myself. This micro home that I'm working on now is honestly something that in the future I would love to find a little piece of forest land and just build something like this, and during the summers, which are sometimes not very long for where I live, but just for the summers, be able to go up and live in the peace and the quiet, because, you know, when you're surrounded by nature, you really don't need a lot of home if the weather is nice and such. Obviously, I am not hardy enough of a Canadian to want to live here in the winter, but the summer would suit me great. Alright, let's see what we've got here. We've got some little shelves. Alright, let's go with turquoise, maybe? Other than that, I'm just trying to take it easy tonight and enjoy myself and have a nice restful evening, and just you know, be laid back and chilled out, and hence the different kind of game where my competitive side won't come out. Either way, so how is everybody's Friday going? Is everyone having a good Friday? I hope so. What did I do today? I had a meeting to discuss some work I'm doing that relates to religious and cult survivors, and I did a little bit of work. We're planning on figuring out ways to fundraise for that organization to help us bring in some more funds so that we can help more people. What else did I do? I fixed my Minecraft server. I was very proud of myself. Just as a note for anybody, if you were ever going to get a Minecraft server and you want to expand the world borders, make sure you enter that number really carefully, because I made a mistake last night, and Well, let's just say thousands may have turned to millions, and bad things happened. But eventually, the server decided that it wanted to start working again, which was really nice, and all was good with the world again. But I had to do some. I had to redo the world borders back to normal. So yeah, be careful if you're gonna do that. What else did I do? I really didn't do a whole lot today. I would like an over-the-head hood for this because realistically it is a wood-burning stove. So one would think that you should have some form of hood vent or something. Is there a single form of this window? No, so we'll just do this. And then what we're going to do is... I don't know if this one will work. Alright, this will be probably one of our only modern things. And I will remember to put a chimney on the top because, again, wood burning, you would have a vent out chimney. Alright, so we have a preparatory space, we have a sink, which will also work as our bathroom sink, we have a stove, we have a fridge. They are all functional off the grid. So we will need to remember now that we will have to add in, let's go to outdoor stuff. Trying to remember where it is. It has been a while since I have played this game. It is so nice to get back to playing Sims 4 though, and doing just a nice relaxing game. Not that I don't find my other games relaxing, but sometimes it can be a bit on the stressful side for certain things, such as learning how to run a server and such. 100% recommend getting a server if you do like Minecraft and you like playing with multiple people, but you like the option of having data packs and mods and stuff like that. Then, you know, if you and other people were to put money in together, you know, it's a great investment for your friends and you to play on. But make sure that you have somebody who understands the behind the scenes. Actually, highly recommend make sure you have 2 or 3 people who understand the behind the scenes stuff in case something happens to one of the people and you are left holding the bag, so to say, and not really understanding. I am looking for and failing to find. Okay, let's find the solar panels. There we go. Where is this? Oh, it is in there. Okay, we are looking for we're going to need a water collection system. Let's go with black because the green ones are not pretty. I do not want that one. Eco footprint green. We can go with a wind turbine. And we'll go with some solar panels as well once we get a little further. I just want to put those out now so that I remember. So, because we're going to do that, what we can do is take down these lights. And we can head on over back to normal lights. Normal lights are good. And just pick something out very... Oh, here. I have an idea. What about... Let's see if we can't get something like... Nah, don't like that very much. Thought that might have been a cute idea. Okay, there we go. This one might be cute. Let's try this. What's here? How about little black and white flip-flops? Or... No, that's too Christmassy. I don't like that. There we go. How about little flip-flops? Why don't we start turning this into like a little party palace or something like that? I think that would be fun. So that will just be very simple. Alright, so we want to have 2 people be able to live in here. So why don't we just throw caution to the wind and we go for the most dangerous bed in all of Minecraft. And we grab this one. Yeah, go with these kind of muty colors. And for those of you who don't play The Sims 4 who might be joining in, this is a Murphy bed. So inside of here is a Murphy. So the Sim will pull it down and then they can sleep. But this has become notoriously known as one of the most dangerous beds in Sims 4 because there is actually a unalive option with this. So the bed will fall on the Sim, Sim lays down and the Sim, I believe the Murphy bed folds back up, and it does it kind of repetitively and then spits your Sim back out, and there is a chance that your Sim will unalive from this experience. So it's become the bed of doom. But unfortunately, when you are building small micro builds and you want to fit more than just one person in, so you're not going to use the loft. See, if you're just going to fit one person into one of these small things, very simple. Go ahead, get yourself one of these. Set your wall height half a height higher, and at that point you can just stick your you can stick your bunk bed in. You can then use space underneath and all the rest of that. But if you want to get a multiple Sim household, unfortunately you are going to have to do some magic or have a Murphy bed. Now the Murphy bed is also going to allow us to have a sitting space. If we just had a bed, they could sit on the bed, but this will allow for, so you can have guests over now. So there's 2 places for guests, and you've also got the couch for, guests to come and stay as well. And then they're not sitting directly on your Sim's bed. So your Sim might not get as crotchety as they would in certain circumstances. Now, what we're going to do to get this bed to really fit is we're going to yeah, we're going to move this over here. And we're going to move this over here. And we're going to move. Apparently I'm going to have issues with the window going back into place. Okay, so let's put that there. Let's slide this. Yeah, I wish these would go over the curtains. I think that would be much better. I'd like to have it kind of hanging down over the curtain. Now, is that sticking out the sides over there? No, not really. Okay. So, now these can go back in. And there we go. Now we can take the Murphy bed and we can flip it around, because I don't think the Sims have yet fixed the bug where it used to be that you could have 2 Sims and you could take the bed and you could put the bed directly in a corner, and one Sim would scooch over to one side and you'd have no problem with, so one Sim would get in and scooch over and the next Sim would get in, no problem. They then fixed that so that scooch over no longer existed. So now you have to make sure that your Sim has, if you want to have 2 Sims, you've got to make sure that there is enough room for 2 Sims to be able to get over here. So let's grab some decor, shall we? But I'm not feeling any of that, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to smack in, let's see, is it in here? Yes, it is. There is the modular stuff, but I don't want that. Alright. I was hoping for a bookcase. Let's see. Cute floating. No. You know what? We're going to go with this instead. Let's build our own. When in doubt. Where did it come from? Modular. There we go. So you've got all this new modular stuff from, I am trying to remember what pack this is from. Let's see if we can't figure it out. Right here. It would be from Game Pack. Yeah, so Dream Home Decorator. So These modular things came from Dream Home Decorator. What I like about them, I'm not always into the modern for my Sims, but what I like is this feature. So let's go with kind of this brown. We're just going to stick with the brown feel for this household. Right, we can match that up like that. And then on the bottom, we can just shove in, I don't. Okay, wait. Alright, so now, right there, with just these two features, so we've got now a cupboard space up here that I can put more clutter, which clutter will make your room look more realistic. Just remember, when you are designing a room, clutter is gonna help bring life to the room. So it's not just always about getting the furniture in, it's about making it look lived in. So if you really want to hit home with your builds, just try and make sure that you have stuff like over here, you know, maybe throw up a calendar. So instead of schmucking a painting on the wall there, throw up a calendar on the wall, because that's probably what a real homeowner would have more than a painting of a wine glass. Some of the Sim stuff is really weird to look at. Okay, so we're gonna go everyday casual. Reason I was saying I like these modular units is now, how about we go with kind of a green look? And come on, where are you? There we go. So now we have a closet. We can put some clutter up here with some baskets. But we can also do now is we can go back to, oh, no, we'll go back here. Let's grab, no, I still like these ones better. The farmhouse ones look a little too kitschy for me. So let's grab a book. So we'll just put some books there, you know, they're next to the bed. So of course now we have a bookshelf. Done. So we have a closet where they can change their clothes. We have a bookshelf. These are all things, just when you are building these micro homes, you really have to get into the thinking of how much stuff can I fit into just one functional thing. So this is now the bedside table, but it's also a bookshelf, but it's also a space, but you've also got the clothes, and up here I can put more stuff to, you know, just have storage or have clutter so that the house looks more full and realistic. Let's choose just a little, you know, let's just a nice little mirror here. We're actually going to throw in some more windows, I think, over here, though, just to give, again, just a bit more realism. I don't see why you would live in the middle of the woods and not have a window. Now, I had an idea of something to try. So we're going to go for a half wall, and we're going to go for a slightly higher than standard half wall, and we're going to remember to do this. I actually don't think that'll work, but we can try. No, let's undo that. I don't like it. Me no like it. What I was thinking is if there was a half wall, you could then add more stuff to this wall, but I don't like the look. It makes the cabin feel just far too cramped and tight. And there we go. So, alright. Sorry, I forgot to turn off my phone, so I'm just quickly doing that at the moment. I'm just, there we go. Turning off my phone so that the notifications no longer go off everywhere. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so what else do we need to add? We've got a bookshelf, we've got clothing, and we do need a little light in that corner, so we're going to go to the bedroom, and we'll go over here. No, we're going to go to the office area. I don't understand. Now, obviously, you're not going to put a candle there. So, okay, we're going to go with, yeah, how about we try this? Let's see. Nope, those are candles. That would not be a good idea. Not a good idea at all. Alright, how about we add some purple in? Now, remember, I did... Again, there will be wind power, so little sources of power are not going to hurt very much to have. Oops. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. When builds decide to build themselves. No. See, that just doesn't make sense either. But I want to have the clothes hanging up above, unless I... Here. Can I make it so that this goes up? Yeah, we'll do that. But we have it go up a little bit, and we'll see. And then we can grab a smaller side table lamp thing. Oh, I do like these ones. I like the lanterns and the papers. I really liked the more Asian themed. There we go. So there we go. I like that. Da da da. Da 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 da. Alright. So now we have living room with a bookcase, clothing, lighting, and everything. I am gonna have to just pause for 1 second here, folks. My old man dog is using his outdoor voice indoors, and I need to find out why. Generally, he only does that if somebody's at the door. So if you guys just, we've been going for about an hour, so I'm gonna just go and check on what he's doing. So how about everybody takes 5 minutes, go refill your drinks, have a good stretch, shake out any like cobwebs, stuff like that, restart something. I don't know. If you're playing a game while you're just listening, hey, take a pause yourself and, you know, just stretch. But we'll be back in about 5 minutes after I go and investigate why my dog is barking so loudly and a lot. So I will be back very shortly. Again, thank you everybody for being here already for about an hour, and I will see you all very short in about 5 minutes. Let's Okay, welcome back everyone. Let's just get the Sims back on the screen. There we go. To answer anybody's questions, we have no idea what the dog was barking at. We believe perhaps his old shadow. We don't know. He's an old man, so sometimes he likes just hearing his voice, and that's okay. Let's start giving some life to this kitchen, because this is bothering me. Alright, here is the thing. If you are a Sims 4 player, but you have a lot of content, much like I do, or if you are a new Sims player, remember that content is all over. So some of the content is in the children's bedroom for the kitchen, which makes no sense. Some of the content is in the kitchen for the kitchen, and some of the content is in the dining room. I wish they would actually work it out so that when you press the kitchen and you press this, it's just the kitchen stuff comes up and you don't have to go searching through the other rooms. Now, we are going to quickly give this room a little bit of life, just to help it kind of perk up a bit. Alright, let's go with some bright colors here, and we'll just put the pot under here. Let's give it a little turn so you can actually see it. We don't want to put too much on the actual counter space, because your sim at that point will not be able to use it, and again, if you don't have another surface for your sim to use, it can be difficult. And give me a moment. Are you gonna come join us? Come on in. Alright, sorry everybody. My lovely dog has decided he is going to join us, so if you hear any noises from a dog, that would be Nacho. He is a almost 13-year-old Labrador. He is a very big boy who thinks that he is a Chihuahua though, so in a few minutes you might be hearing me just to tell him to go lay down, because he's trying to get in a space which he can't actually fit in. Alright, let's continue looking for more kitchen stuff to get this place actually looking, you know, more kitchen-y, shall we? Alright, but I already know that I'm pretty sure what I'm looking for is in the children's section, which, again, I will vent my slight frustration of why am I looking for this stuff in the kids section, but oh well. Okay, I do like that plate one, but we're not going to go with that plate one. Okay. We're going to have some... Alright. Now, here is a fun trick you can do. So, you can actually custom place, but what you do have to do is you have to move your countertops first. So because as you can see, it snaps into place and the countertop only has certain places that it can actually go. So if you wanted it like over closer to this corner, what you would do, leave that there, move your countertop, and then you're gonna move it to just place it to exactly where you want, and then you snap your countertop back in, and there we go. This will also help make sure that you have left enough space for your sim to be able to prepare food. Let's see, what else do we have here? I am looking for there they are. And we're gonna stick with kind of a yellow. I like the yellow in the kitchen theme. There's some dishes, and how about on the bottom we put some of these kind of bin containers, make it look like, there, we'll put them in green. There we go. We can say that we've got some there we go. And these can just be little pantry goods, because as you can see, you can't actually see that they've got towels in them. It just looks more like a good little pantry good basket being put underneath there. So, again, we're gonna try... I'm not gonna find curtains I like for these windows at all, so we're just gonna go directly to these ones. We're gonna go with the yellow again, because I'm really enjoying the yellow feel today. There we go. Now, one important thing to always remember to put in your kitchen, because your sim can't cook. One big mistake though, a lot of people who, when they first start playing The Sims is you'll put your smoke detector right here. You actually want to move it somewhere else over, because if the fire goes up, your smoke detector will burn. Hi, Bosun. Hi, Sky. Hello, everybody. So just remember that your smoke detector, you do not want anywhere near the fire source, because if your smoke detector goes up in flames, that's it. You don't have your smoke detector anymore. So there we go. I think we're pretty much done with kitchen. Maybe there's a base game. Just take a look from above. Okay, let's do this. So again, if you find an item that you really like, but let's say it's too big for the space, like this one is way too big for the space. I just want a little rug to go by the kitchen. You're going to press control. So remember, you have to do bb.moveObjectOn for this one, but you're going to control, then you're going to use the bracket. The left bracket will shrink it, and the right bracket, again, you can make it as big as you want. But we're going to shrink it down, and then we'll use Alt just to slide it on into place by the sink. And there we go. So let's take a look at our kitchen. I think we've done very well, but there is one thing that is missing, and that would be some simple lighting. Again, we do, even though we're going eco, we're going to have the wind powered somewhere. Oh, I'm going to the wrong corner. We have chosen to have the wind turbine, which means you will have some, and the roofing. When we get to doing the roofing, one sneaky way of making sure you do it is the solar shingle roof. So this will give you a power production. Again, it brings in something very small, but if you just want to have a couple of lights in your build, then this will do the trick without having to then add more power sources, such as, you know, your wind turbines or your actual solar panels. Or if you are going with a build where you want to have that a bit of an industrial, going with the more generator feel. Sorry, I have something stuck in my throat. I need to have a sip of coffee now before I start coughing on you guys. It is spring, I've got allergies, and a dog that is deciding that his winter coat needs to come off now. So unfortunately, the house is pretty allergen filled. So again, if I'm clearing my throat a lot or if I cough, I do apologize. I will attempt to make sure that I get to my mute button before any of that happens. Alright, let's get a roof on this little baby. And again, we're pretty much, microhomes do not take long to build. They can still take about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how detailed you want to get. I mean, you can slap together a little microhome in probably about 5 or 10 minutes without, if you don't want to think about all the detailing and stuff like that. You can probably make a microhome in probably about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. They're really easy. You just need a bed, a toilet, some way that your sim can wash themselves, so you don't even need to put a shower in. You can very easily just put a sink in. So if you're doing a rags to riches challenge, just get a sink, because your sim can eventually go to gyms to shower, but they can do the basic washing up, so they can brush their teeth and stuff like that and wash their hands, which also increases their hygiene. So having a shower or a bathtub is not that necessary. But there are also ways to, so if you want all 32 for just living space, I'll show you guys. So you'll notice I have not put this house on a foundation. I did not put the house on a foundation for a reason, and that's so that you can use this. So let's say we have a little country cottage home, and let's be realistic about this. At least here, a lot of country cottage homes are... Okay, so now watch. If I actually close that, it will count as tiles, correct? But if I... Alright, I have to remove that so that it goes back. But But if I take this and I move this, bing, doesn't affect my tile count, and I suddenly have a room. And if I move this room to just over here, let's say, so let's move the wall to here, and then we're going to move this wall to here, and we can flip this around. We can take this wall, and we will move it to right here. Suddenly, we'll just sell that. Now, all I need to do then is I can go, oh, look, well, we'll just slide the roof over top of here. So, alright, but now the house looks a little strange, so you very easily just take a column, and you can, we'll just take any column for now, just to kind of show what I'm doing here. She says, let's choose any column, and then gets picky. Okay, so there we go. Suddenly, you have another room, which is usable. It's covered, and it didn't cost you any new tile space. All you have to do is do that, and boop, done. It will be heated with your house with absolutely no problems. And again, it's slightly cheaty, but shh. The Sims is a game that I have to say in many ways is created for you to cheat. If it was not, there would probably not be as many options for cheat codes in the system. So bb.move objects, free objects, there's a whole bunch of them that you can get that will open up many, many more menus of free items that are the buildable items. So there are options. So for those of you who don't know The Sims very well, so like all of this fencing or these large ferns or even like the small stones, all of this stuff right here that you see in the worlds, there is 2 menus that you can get access to through, again, your cheaty type codes. Everything is free, and you then, so if you're doing a challenge where you know, if you want to build a really nice house but then you don't have enough money for landscaping, you can go into this and use all of the free build option landscaping, and you can get, in my opinion, some better options than you would get with just the normal game. Alright, we're just going to try and hide that. That looks dumb. I don't like that. Blah. Alright. So let's take that away. And this is all part of The Sims, is just trying to figure out stuff that will look better. Oh god, I can tell this is already gonna look pretty bad. Yeah, this is not gonna... Okay, there we go. But again, with The Sims, much like many other simulation kind of building games, you get a lot more options to play with. So just keep playing around and have as much fun as you can, exploring everything you can do. Even if you think that there is something that you don't have access to, or that, you know, maybe The Sims doesn't have, there are plenty of ways to take just these base game and pack items and turn it into something that looks more custom content. So there are ways to, where are they? So this fencing right here, the hazard tape fencing and the smooth keeper. If you build a raised platform, so if you build a room with no roofing, and put these crisscross the top and then turn this into an outside area, you can very easily then, using Alt and your 9 and 0 to raise and lower items. You can then create a beautiful covered archway. You can create covered rooms with vines hanging down. There's all sorts of things you can do to kind of jury rig. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. To jury rig what you have. We're gonna expand. Bleh. I don't know what we're gonna do there. We're gonna leave that out for right now, or else I'm gonna get disheartened by it. And there we go. So we can lower this roof a bit more. I think it looks a little too high. There we go. And as I said, I'm gonna put the solar roofing on top of this. I do like the living roof as well. Oh, when did that appear? Yeah. Is that the only color swatch? Oh no, okay, good. It comes in other color swatches. I was about to have a little bit of a no, not again. Okay. So these are pretty, but not what I want. We're gonna go with the power roof. And I think we'll go with black, which this is, as you can see from the swatch, it's supposed to be black, right? This is not black. But these are my only real complaints with a lot of this stuff, is that sometimes the color swatch doesn't match up, or like in the case of the side paneling here, there is nothing else with the starboard. And pardon me. And that can just make it really, I don't know, kind of tricky, especially when you want to build these kind of more rural feeling kind of eco-cottagey builds where, you know, as I said, you know, maybe the person found some reused items, and, you know, like an old barn was taken down and these are all old barn boards. Well, I wish that there was a bit more color variation so that you could build this kind of style of build a little bit easier or more friendlier, we'll say. All right, so now I have cheated in more area, as you've seen, but we'll just leave it there for now. All right, so we're gonna bring that down, and then we now have a whole new area over here. So if we really wanted to, we could keep this area. But I think what we're going to do instead is go back to our original microhome. If in a little bit, when we really see what's going on, we can maybe add an extension in, but I want to kind of leave the more cheaty extensions for outbuildings. Because I feel that when you have these more eco homes, each building on the land has its purpose. So yes, this would be the living building, but then there would probably be a workshop building, and then there would be a, you know, animal care building and all the rest of that. So when it comes to the outbuildings, that's what we'll call an outbuilding. At that point, we'll probably be a bit more lenient in using the cheaties, because those aren't really living spaces, even though they are workspaces. I can come up with the best excuses for everything, trust me. Again, let's try and find some sort of roof that maybe works with this. I think we might just go with, let's see what this one, oh boy, it's a little too big. Here we go. Try that for now. Still not a huge fan of it, but it works better than any of the other ones, and at least finishes up the forgot. Alright, there we go. And one last thing to finish up, at least out here. So pardon me. So I mean, again, in the beginning, your buildings are never going to look fantastically polished. It's going to take, you polishing up the buildings to get that really nice. Okay, I do like this. I just feel maybe it's a bit too thick. I don't care. I'm going with it. Thick is nice. Yeah. There we go. Okay. So what you have to remember is that when it comes to a Sims 4 build, you can make it as basic or as dressed up as you would like. And it's just a matter of really going through every single thing, and how much patience do you have, how much time do you have. A small house like this is not, there's not a lot, so if you're really trying to learn how to do like make things look more lived in and such like that, maybe starting with a smaller space would be easier, because again, you can fill the space more quickly, and you can get to kind of see what works with what and such like that. Pardon me. But then from there, the sky's the limits on, making it as lived in or as not lived in as you want to. I think what we'll do right now is I'll just, I can show people a few of my builds that I have done over time. How about we start with a house I actually lived in? Pardon me. Really, pardon me. Here, we'll do this one. This is a house I lived in. Goodness, probably about 10 or so years ago. So, again, the house, it's just a slice of the house. There would have been 3 other houses that were identical, because when the house was originally built in the Victorian period, our house would have been a barn. Then the next house over would have been a carriage house and a horse stable. And then the 2 houses to the other side were the actual house and business of the carriage, the farriers and stuff like that. So instead, I just took one slice of it, because I really wish The Sims would allow you to put in the option of having multiple family homes. So like if you were able to build, a duplex or such like that, you could have 2 families live in that home without treating it like the same home. I would really like to be able to have that option. So again, you just doesn't look like much until you then go inside, where you start to see, it looks like a family home. You've got multiple things. You've got books down. You've got toys. You've got all the clutter you can get shoved onto the counters, because what home, please? I don't care how clean you keep your home, there is always going to be some sort of life clutter there. And that's really one thing I find with Sims 4 that with not just Sims 4, but any Sims build that brings it to life, is remembering to add that life clutter. Again, so like all the plants and the computer desk having more stuff around. As you can see, this build was built probably about, probably 2 years ago now, just when this, when the new crafting pack came out. I can't remember all the pack names, but again, you have life to the house, and that's, I think, something that's very important in these Sims builds, is to remember to bring the life to the house. Pardon me, my throat is getting a little dry again. All right, we'll just flip around a few builds, and then I'll see how time is doing. We've already looked at that one. We looked at this one. Again, this is another house that I have lived in. It was another house in the south of the province that I live in. I'm from Canada. For those people who don't know, I am Canadian. So if I overuse the word sorry. Again, so life. This is where I was starting to really, start understanding that life brought in. So you have the more full gardens with the, instead of just putting one or two flower bushes, really pack your gardens in and put some stones. Put your green bin and your blue bin outside. Here's a little, sports area for kids and stuff like that. Um, Again, this is the actual layout of the house and pretty much what the house would have looked like. So back here you had a kind of work area, crafting area with a guest thing. You had all the power and stuff like that shoved in behind here. I would love it if my mouse would actually register that I'm clicking it to move to show you guys a different. All right, let's see if we can't. There we go. Nope. There we go. We'll do it this time. So then you go through from this kind of guesty back area to a laundry room area. You had the kitchen. My mother had one of the nicest kitchens out there. Beautiful round Saran table with a pantry, and then you walked through it. It was a gorgeous galley kitchen. This room was originally a dining room, but my mother turned it into just a small office because, let's see if we can get the walls up. So as you can see, like there was windows here, but then there was, it was slated as a Florida room, so it's a we turned it into a 3 seasons room, with the addition of a little fireplace and stuff like that. So my mother could sit here and use her office, but stare out at the backyard. I'm using the word a lot. I apologize. So again, you had the 3 seasons room where there was an eating area and a sitting area with a fireplace, living room, bedrooms. The only problem with this house was that there was one bathroom. One. Multiple people, one bathroom. Never good. So again, though, you can just see that the house is filled with life. There are little things that I've just added around. So like in the barbecue section, there's, tongs, and there's condiments and candles and wind chimes, and the gardens are packed full of stuff, and there is just life to the building. And that's really, if you are going to place it on the gallery, though, don't put too much personalization. Much like if you were selling a real home, put some life into it, but not too much, because the next person who downloads that will probably change that to fit their likes and stuff like that anyways. So why don't we look at one more house, and then I think I might be calling it for the night because my throat is starting to get a little Charlie horsed. I apologize for the clearing of the throat really loudly again. But so let's see, what else do we have? Here, this is the one that my sim actually lives in right now. It is, I was trying to, I think this is my Vardo build. Again, I will always use correct terms. You won't hear me use things like gypsy and such like that. I will always refer to the people by their cultural names and their cultural things. So a Vardo is Eastern European. I believe it is from the Romney people. I know that the word Vardo does, but I think the actual horse-drawn kind of trailer Vardo is actually from the Romney people originally. But so this is, again, if you remove this, you can see it's actually on a trailer. So you can find this, it's supposed to be a boat trailer. You can find it in the free build menus. And then what you do to actually put your build raised up without a foundation or anything like that is you're going to build your build and put it on the ground. Then you're going to put your trailer down, and then you raise up your build so that it sits just on top of the trailer. And it's really easy, and suddenly you have a gorgeous little, you can decorate it however you want. You can do this for more like tiny homes, so what you can see in a North American tiny home, which is more like a wood square box on a trailer, so it's movable. You could also use this method to create more of a schooly kind of feel. I've seen some people create a school bus looking uh, small tiny home. We'll take a little peek inside. If it'll let me. There we go. Okay, so again, this is a fully functioning home for 2 people. So you have a little bit of a spruced up area as well. So you've got your queen size bed. You have right here, you've got a bookcase, so that gives you a bookshelf option. You've got dressers. Thanks to the addition of platforms, you can have a raised area. Again, there's a guitar again for entertainment. When you are putting in all of your quality of life things, do remember that you want to bring entertainment. So again, you've got sitting area for 2, but you still have a little TV in here. This is not an environmental home. This is just a simple Vardo living home. Thanks to the new Asian packs, there are countertop cookers. So you don't even need to have an oven, but you can just have a simple cooker with a countertop underneath. Again, the Sims adding in the wall-mounted showers, again, have been a life-saving space saver, because again, your Sim can come in here and done. There is another one that I believe comes with the university pack. This one is a little too big. I've tried it, but the one that comes with the university pack, you can actually put the shower directly on the wall over the toilet, and at that point you can create a 1x bathroom. So the Sim can use the toilet and the shower without a problem, and I believe you can create a 1x1 bathroom using that. Again, you've got a towel. Don't forget your toilet paper, because they really like that. This is what I mean by life, so you're going to have, let's see if I can get us in here. I am having problems controlling this. I wish the Sims would fix this. So you've got a calendar, you've got a, there we go. So, yeah, we'll just do this. So you've got a dustbin, you've got stuff. This is what I mean by life. You've got hanging plants, you've got an umbrella rack, you've got a calendar, teas, just some flowers, you've just bring the life into it. Show what kind of person might actually live in this kind of a build, and just have fun with your builds. That's really a big part of The Sims 4, is for you to create it. Also remember, when you're creating water features, use the pool. If I stab, will you come? ? No, I really am not. Because of my pain levels, I'm afraid that if I stab, if I get a little too cranky because of my pain levels, that might bleed over into my gameplay, and I don't want anyone to think that I'm cranky with them or being whatever. So I think it's best tonight, when I can't really, keep the pain out of my voice at points, if I don't stabs. Sorry. But if you're free later and want to play some ghosty huntins, I'd love to play some ghosty huntins with ya. But go stabs if you're going to. Go have fun. But again, with the water features, you don't need to put in just a water feature. This right here is a pool. So if you want a more natural looking pool though, again, rocks are your friends. So you just position the rocks along the edges. So there we go. And it hides the border of the pool. You can add in some extra bits and pieces, such as like little flower bits, and just hide the edge of the pool, and suddenly you have a more natural looking pond or whatever, but your Sim can still swim in it. So it can still bring the entertainment and the exercise and the fitness levels that your Sim might want to a smaller space. So again, entertainment. Here you can see the boat thing a little bit better. And there we go. So we're just gonna, I think I'll leave us off here though, but thank you everybody for joining me for a bit of a different different experience today. I will be back tomorrow, and I'm hoping to do some Minecraft tomorrow, so go back to the series that I started yesterday, possibly. or maybe go from the Misfit server. I'm not sure. I was able to fix the Misfit server, which means that I can start streaming from there again. But at least for now, I do know that the plan will be to do some more Minecraft tomorrow. I just really wanted to be able to chill out tonight and do something that, you know, just brings me some peace in my heart, and not something that I have to worry, you know, as I'm building, is something going to come up behind me and blow up, or, you know, something like that. But I really appreciate that everybody came. And what we're going to do is, I'm not going to forget tonight. We're going to save and exit. We're going to see who is about for a raid. So I think we're going to just quickly... we'll do here. Okay, we're going to turn to the ending soon stream, but we will figure out who's going. Okay, no. There we go. Lady. So let's go and raid. Sorry, Jax. I'm sorry. I need to get moving about anyways. It's time for a good stretch for me, because my hips are really starting to be in pain too, so I don't think keeping entertaining was gonna... Okay, so it's /raid, and then we will put in... Alright, I think I've typed this all in right. Alright, so as far as I know, Lady is streaming Suspects, which is what I would normally be doing on a Friday night, but as you've heard me explain to a few people already today, I just didn't feel in the right headspace to play it today, just because I am in pain, and I will freely admit, when I get in pain, I can be a snarky bitch, and I don't want that to bleed over into my gameplay and, you know, maybe ruin somebody's night or something like that. I don't have the spoons to be a positive chipper parsnip all the time, and tonight is one of those nights. So hence why we did a little bit of a different stream, where it was just much more chill. I was able to just have some fun building, showing you guys, and then show you some builds, hopefully passed on a few tricks and tips and stuff like that. The next time I do some more Sims, we'll be getting into more of the outside stuff, so I can show more outdoor things. If people are interested, I can build a mighty fierce waterfall and show you how to do it. Not just a small one, but a large cascading one as well. There's a lot of different tricks. Just again, this is all base game or pack stuff. This is all very simple, from using just the BB move objects, as well as your simple alt and your control with your brackets, or your alt with your 9 and your 0. You can get so much. Alright, I want everybody to have a great night, and grab onto your raid buddies, and we're gonna go jump on over to, I hope I've entered everything right, we're gonna go jump over to Lady KB Ham and give her all the love and support and hugs and everything like that. Alright, so everyone have a great night, and love all your faces. I will see you next time. Thank you for joining. Did I do it right? Da-da-da-da-da-da. Yes, we did.
Actually, no. Reese threw the sauce and I went with it.
No, well, I was trying to clear Lady because I'm like, oh, there's no way she's gonna get it 3 times in a row.
Thank you for the raid, Parsnip. Sally.
Hi, Parsnip.
This is the
Hi,
last game.
everybody.
Alright, I need to go figure out what Danny actually wanted. I couldn't understand
Sorry,
her.
guys. This is actually the last game we're playing.
Oh.
Thanks, everybody. It was fun.
Alright, have a nice